Hello again, everybody. Zacatech is here, my Atakline for this Wednesday, June 1st, 2016. First, hope I had a happy and safe Memorial Day weekend. I did. I had a gig. First gig of my so-called summer tour, calling it the Summer Escapade 2 Tour, subtitled The Attack Experience, named after a Prince album I grew up on in the 90s from his symbol days. The Gold Experience, very underrated record because of the symbol days, so I called it, the Attack Experience, Gold Experience, so you get that. But still a cool tour name, even without the Prince reference. So, did a show Saturday at a housewarming party in Rochester. It was for Gunnar and Christina. She knows a couple of my gig buddies, the Moellans and also the Poyas. So she got my number through them. So I did it. It was an intimate crowd, about 50, 60 people. But it was a small but good crowd. It was a very fun show. It was laid back for a little bit. Teased a little dance music, and boom. The new stuff worked a little bit. Like Uptown Funk and Open That Bass and stuff when I got really drunk. And of course, Cupid Shuffle. But disco ruled a lot. We played a lot of disco. Towards the end of the show, they were dancing for like an hour, especially like Old Time Rock and Roll got them. And Push It and Ice Ice Baby, all that stuff. And like I said, disco as well. Like play funky music and AC and all that stuff towards the end of the show. But I played a lot of this man. A lot of Prince. Got another one, another commemorative. This is the one I've been reading on. The Rolling Stone commemorative. Just came out. Just got it. Of course, I played 7 Prince songs. Played Raspberry Beret during Gathering. I Would Die For You. That was requested. And most of the others were requested. Baby I'm a Storm. Let's Go Crazy. And I Want to Be Your Lover. In Erotic City, I played them all 4 in a row. And the last song of the night, Purple Rain. So I had to end with Purple Rain. And the crowd loved it. So I hope to get a lot of that throughout the summer. Now it's on to my busiest week of the tour. 7 gigs in 8 days, starting Friday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, off Monday, gig Tuesday at Halfway Elementary, off Wednesday, gig Thursday at Indian Hills. And then gig Friday, gig Saturday. 7 gigs in 8 days. So that's my busy week. Now on with your entertainment news, starting with your number ones. Well, as I expected, X-Men Apocalypse ended the reign of Captain America. Or should I say, ended the reign of Angry Birds, last week's number one, who ended the reign of Captain America. As X-Men made $65 million during the 3-day weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4-day weekend total of $79 million. While Alice in the Looking Glass bombed. Some blame bad reviews. Both movies got slaughtered by the critics. But X-Men came through. Because at least it didn't have a scandal harming it. Just days before the release of Alice in the Looking Glass, Johnny Depp and his wife filed for divorce. Amid speculation of Johnny Depp being a wife beater. About assault and battery on his wife. Some people denied charges, but that scandal was bad enough to ruin the box office total of Alice in the Looking Glass. 26 million, 33 4-day total. Not even close to the 100 million it made 6 years ago when the original came out, which I saw in 2010 in the theater. I saw that. Tim Burton fun. So those the movie gets slammed by the critics. Johnny Depp's scandal didn't help either. So there you go. Bad weekend for Johnny Depp as his career continues to go down the tubes, questioning the status of Pirates 5. Damn, they're still making those? Anyway. So, besides that, of course, number ones. Well, the man is still on top of both charts, referring to Drake. First, he's still your number one album with 4 weeks at number one. And it's the longest number one album by a male artist in 4 years. The last man to spend more time at number one with an album was Michael Bublé, who racked up 5 consecutive weeks for his Christmas album. in 2010-11, 2011-12. The last non-holiday album to have consecutive weeks, Eminem was 7 consecutive weeks. So Drake's the first non-holiday record by a male to last longer at number 1, 4 weeks. Well, Blake Shelton's album, if I'm being honest, debuts at number 3, and Ariana Grande's Dangerous Woman debuts at number 2. And one day it's reigns supreme at number 1 for a third non-consecutive week. And thanks to the help of the album, Ariana Grande's title song, Dangerous Woman's back in the top 10. So that's here, number 1s, specifically Drake. Now I got some news on AC/DC. As we all know, they're continuing on their Wacko Bus Tour without Brian Johnson due to his hearing loss. Going on with Axl Rose, a decision has been reviled by many fans, including myself. Because I've seen the clips on YouTube, but it's still not the same. With a great European tour, for the most part, they've announced the rescheduled US tour dates. Of course, they were supposed to happen in March, but thanks to Brian's hearing problems, that's when it all started. Was the postponement of the US dates in March. And now those dates have new dates. The new American leg, of course, will be after the GNR reunion tour, will kick off on August 27th at Greensboro, North Carolina, and will conclude on August 27th. Of course, they'll have the same cities, but different order. So Greensboro's first on August 27th. They'll hit Fort Lauderdale August 30th. September 1st, Atlanta, the first postponed show. September 4th, Columbus. September 6th, Cleveland. September 9th, the Palace in Detroit. It's kind of weird for that show specifically because it's almost 1 year to the day that the AC/DC train rolled in Detroit last year. There was September 8th, 2015 with Brian Johnson in Ford Field. 1 year later, September 9th with Axl at the Palace. Also at Buffalo on 9/11. Interesting. 15 years on 9/11. They're in Buffalo. Interesting. 9/14. They're in Madison Square Garden. September 17th, Verizon Center. September 20th, Wells Fargo in Philly. The end. Now, people who have tickets have two options. Hold on to those tickets and use them at the postponed show that's been announced. Or do what I think a lot of people are going to do. Take the refund. Because a lot of people, European ticket people, got the chance to redeem for a refund for their ticket. Because you didn't pay to see Axl Rose. You paid to see Brian Johnson. So I bet you a lot of people will be taking up on that offer to get a refund for the AC/DC show with Axl in America. So there you go. AC/DC announcing their rescheduled tour dates with Axl. While one band continues to tour, one band is still in the studio hoping to get the album done by summer. I smell a tour by the end of this year, beginning of next year. Of course, I'm referring to Metallica and the long-awaited follow-up to Death Magnetic. It's been working on for almost a decade. They were on the road for a lot of years. Then they took some time off, did a couple festivals, including their own festival for 2 years. Orion, which ended up being a financial hit. That's why they haven't done it since 2015 when it was here at Belle Isle in Detroit. So now after years and years of waiting, including one new song that came out of it, now they're almost done. According to a magazine, Metal Forces, Lars Ulrich said in an interview that the yet untitled album they've been working on with Greg Federman, who engineered Death Magnetic, that's being recorded at San Rafael, California, Metallica HQ, is near completion. As Lars said, we're now coming towards the end of the musical creative process and we're starting to look ahead in the process of how we're going to share this record with the universe. Basically, like, narrowing it down to, like, what tracks make the record. He said the month of June is basically when we're going to sit down and figure out what we're going to do with it all. What we're going to call it, what's it going to be on it. That's what I just said. They're going to narrow down, like, what's the name of the album? What tracks are on it? You know, what tracks could be, like, bonuses on the digital? You know, who knows? Lars also said that Greg Federman is 24/7 on this record and has been since last summer. He's been doing an insanely great job and has helped us put this thing together and putting his heart and soul in pretty much every making moment of his life and helping us engineer and produce this record. Well, Laws hopes it will be released this year. He may think it may not be done. When it's done, will be done by summer. But when it comes to it being released this year, Laws is unsure. Saying that if the record doesn't come out this year, it's not because it's not done. It will be because of some sort of cosmic reason that it would be smart to hold on to it until next year. But the record will be done this summer. So we'll be done when it comes to its release. Hopefully shooting for the end of the year, but I hope to see that album come out by the end of this year, early next year, followed up by a tour. We're waiting years for Metallica to do a proper tour again, instead of just one-offs. So, like they're doing in Minnesota, the only major show they're doing is the opening of the U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the first rock show, because Luke Bryan's performing there a couple weeks before. It's the first country show there. So there you go. Metallica. Getting their album done. Hopefully be done by the end of the summer. That is it for this very brief Atakline. Thank you so much for watching. With that in mind, you've been attacked by the news from Zach. See ya! Yeah.